Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to play some additional games with the Yellow YumYum deck. I'll leave a link in the description to the guide I did for this deck, where I talk through in detail the role of every card and kind of how it works together in the deck. The one difference I've made since I've played a lot more games with this deck is I've added 4 Check the Yellow pages. So the reason I did this was because Check the Yellow pages allows you to use up Pudge, and often you're sitting around without using your Pudge. And there's been several games that I've lost because I didn't have enough penguins. So to make space for this, I removed 2 Not Your Keys. And the reason that I took out Not Your Keys was just because very often you end up not using this card since YumYum clears the entire board, although it's still nice to sometimes have it. I took out 1 Inspiring Story. While Inspiring Story is very strong in certain matchups, it is annoying that it doesn't get hit by either of the 2 draw cards. And then the last card I took out was 1 BuddyUp. Right, this card is really only needed as your finisher, and I think I want losing 1 copy of it, there's still plenty, and you draw through a lot of your deck, so you'll always see at least 1 or 2 in the course of the game, or almost always. All right, let's jump into some gameplay. Oh, we're playing barbecue. Barbecue is a very, very good player, and he is playing a more aggressive yellow deck, and he's going to try to remove all of our penguins. So, okay, so we're going to check the yellow pages. Okay, so we're going to keep this hand because against barbecue is one of the top ranked players in the game. And so this is going to be a very difficult game for sure. So, let's make sure we're paying extra attention and not making any misplays. All right, so they're starting with Flying Penguin, which is okay because one of the strategies that barbecue has used against me in the past is trying to eliminate all my penguins. So I think the more draws I get, the better, because also I have already another GotEm. So yes, okay, so I have Wizard Penguin, which is going to be great. Although I think most likely that barbecue is going to have a GotEm to get rid of my Wizard Penguin if I know how this game is going to go. Um so yeah. So we'll see. All right. Okay, so barbecue's off to a good start and a very fast start. Okay, so I'm gonna play Wizard Penguin, but I think it's very, very likely that barbecue is going to play. Well, maybe barbecue has a got him in the rod. It's not mutually exclusive to that, so we're not safe yet. Okay, so wow, that was really, really lucky for us because that they got 0 with the check your yellow pages and that they don't have GotEm. So very, very lucky start for us. Um, but okay, so well, that's definitely not going to be good for our wizard penguin. Oh no, because we have GotEm, so we can protect our wizard penguin. Okay, so we're going to want to play the lucky penguin, and I think in this case I'm going to use BuddyUp as a rod, and the reason for that is to protect. Like again, I want as many penguins as possible, just because I know that barbecue's play style is to try to eliminate as many of my penguins as possible. So I'm not going to be surprised if this daydreaming penguin is going to go after my wizard penguin, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so I drew. Okay, so 2 lucky penguins, so that's good. But so now we really need to find our YumYum. All right, so they're not. Okay, so they're not going to remove our wizard penguin. So that's interesting. But okay, so we're really looking for YumYum now. And the other thing with Lucky Penguin to keep in mind, okay, so we have YumYum, perfect, is we're gonna want to have for every Lucky Penguin out on the board, you need a penguin with vibe 2 or less to pair with it. So, okay, so yeah, they're going out very quickly. Okay, so they're already at 10. So we've had this really kind of slow start. Okay, we definitely won't need 2 YumYums, so that can become a rod. So, okay. So we're really trying to get to 15. And the other card that we need to be careful of is Mysterious Penguin, because Mysterious Penguin will be able to flop our Wizard Penguin, which means we won't be able to play YumYum. All right, so they're gonna play Not Your Keys. So that's okay. So one of our wizard or our what's it called? Okay, so the question is, do we want okay, so we're gonna play check the yellow pages, and do we wanna win the vibe check or not? And so next turn we have 5. So next turn so we don't wanna win the vibe check because we wanna draw more cards. So we're gonna go for the full flop here. So that's a very heads up play to get rid of my lucky. So okay, so that's probably why they didn't get rid of my wizard penguin, because they knew that my lucky penguin was coming. Yeah, like I said, barbecue is a next level thinker. That's super strong. Okay, so now we're gonna protect our wizard penguin with our GotEm, because I I really worry about not having enough pudge to play YumYum when the time comes. So plus that's gonna slow them down a little bit. But now I'm thinking maybe it would have been good if we won the vibe check, just because then our lucky penguin would be able to be played alongside another penguin. But I guess we're not really in a rush. I do wonder, shouldn't we have a? Oh no, we shouldn't have a wizard penguin in there. Okay, so what else can we do here? All right, so they're at 11. So we really need to get okay, and they're out of cards in hand. All right, so now we just really need to get towards playing YumYum. So we'll play the lucky penguin. I think the penguin who's late to the party. I don't think we need 2 of these. And then we're gonna play the flying penguin. So theoretically, I think this might be a good turn to actually play YumYum, because yeah, that's gonna stop any shenanigans from their part. So I think let's just play YumYum now and just go. Or is it too early? I think no, because they're on 12 already. So let's just do it now. Let's just play YumYum now, and just kind of yeah, because then if we wait too long, maybe they're gonna get a mysterious penguin, and if they get a mysterious penguin, we might not be able to play YumYum. So okay, so we're gonna get back our wizard penguin and our flying penguin. Okay, so now we're also gonna win the vibe check, which will enable us to get our penguin who's late to the party in its big form. Okay, so wizard penguin is not gonna make it. Yeah, barbecue loves destroying my wizard penguins. I think we've played 2 or 3 times, no, 3 times, and every time this happens. So it's going to be a very tight match. I don't know. So the good news is that they don't have any cards left, but this has been really a match where everyone's hands are getting depleted very fast. All right, so we have Penguin that doesn't mind goodbyes, which is very nice. But I think this is going to be the turn where we can play out the Penguin who's late to the party in the big form. So I think we'll do that now, just before they play more penguins, because barbecue's playing this more aggressive list, and it can swarm really fast. The other thing is, I think barbecue plays popcorn. Up, all right, nice. So another victory, and for the yellow YumYum deck, which is again, I think one of the strongest yellow builds. I will say, in barbecue's defense, this is a really bad matchup for him, and we've played multiple times already, and he's been able to beat me, even though the matchup is favored for me. So I think very well played, and I just drew very well that game. And he didn't draw well got really unlucky with the check the yellow pages. Jumping into our next game. So, all right. So in the mulligan, let's see what we want to keep. So we want to keep, we definitely want to keep bottom, got him. All right. I think, yeah, we don't have any penguins. So I think we got a full throw. But again, I really don't like when we have 2 buddy ups in the mulligan, because that just shows that we're going to not be able to, what's it called? Like, because we have the 2 buddy ups in the mulligan, now the 2 buddy ups are on the bottom of our deck. And when they're on the bottom of our deck, that means since we're only running 3 in the list, there's only 1 more for us to get, and that card can be very critical. All right, so we'll play the GotEm as the rod. And okay, so we have InspiringStory this game, which is really nice because it can protect, like, right in the previous game, barbecue he destroyed a lot of my penguins with effects that ice penguins with vibe 2 or less, and InspiringStory can protect your penguins against that. So what we need to think about, so one thing with this is it's 5 fish. So how are we gonna get to 5 fish? So we'll just have to play, well, we'll see. So we have the 2 penguin who's late to the party, but we'll really wanna be playing 1 fish a turn because we have the, inspiring story. Alright, so it's another yellow deck. Okay, now we'll definitely wanna be getting quickly out with our fish, just because of, so we'll wanna win the vibe check, which will be good because we're gonna win it. And Penguin Who's Late to the Party, again, the main use case for this card in this deck is in the late game after you play YumYum to kind of have an 8 vibe, although with Inspiring Story, it would be a 10 vibe. So again, in Inspiring Story, this is really one of those pieces that makes the deck click. Now, I have adjusted the list so that there's only 3 Inspiring Stories in it. And I think this is done just because it's kind of more expensive than some of the other cards in the deck, and it just doesn't work with the card draw cards. Okay, so we got Prepare for Wild Night. I don't think I need to play another Rod now because there's nothing I really want to play as a Rod, and the Lucky Penguin uses my fish perfectly. So I think we'll just go a little slower. Let's see what was forced as our God or YumYum. Okay, so we lost. So 1 YumYum is on the bottom of our deck, and 1 YumYum is a Rod. So we only have 2 YumYums left, which means we have to be extremely careful to not waste any YumYums moving forward. All right, so let's see what they do. So they played a wizard. Okay, lucky. Okay, so this is going to be a YumYum face-off. YumYum versus YumYum. Very interesting. All right. Well, I guess it's not clear that they're playing YumYum, but in general, Lucky Penguin is a card that really only makes sense to play with YumYum because unlike other games, in vibes, it's penguins don't really get iced unless they're very big. So if you have something that's a 4 vibe penguin, like there are some situations like yellow mega penguin that would ice the penguin, but in general, it's pretty uncommon for penguins to get iced. Okay, so we definitely need to play this penguin so that we have Pudge in order to play Prepare for Wild Night. I really want to play a Rod, but I also like, because I know that we really need YumYum. 1 YumYum is on the bottom of our deck, and 1 is a Rod. I don't want to use a Prepare for Wild Night as a Rod. And it's kind of silly to use Inspiring Story as a Rod because the reason I want the Rod is to play Inspiring Story. And same story with Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes. Luckily, a lot of the best cards to use as rods are the action cards. So Prepare for Wild Night would theoretically maybe get an action card that will then be a good rod. Okay, so they're playing. So it's very similar right now. All right, so we'll play this. Okay, I think we want to lose the vibe check. So we'll make sure to flop. And this is a little trick you can do. If you want to flop all your penguins, Prepare for Wild Night costs 3 Pudge, but if I start with the 2/1 Pudge cards and then do the 2 Pudge card, like click in that order, then I will get this bonus Pudge over here, and I will have all my penguins flopped. And the reason that that's nice is because that guarantees that I will lose the vibe check. And the reason I want to lose the vibe check is, well, actually, maybe I wanted to win the vibe check. That's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because I actually want rods. So maybe that was incorrect. But I guess I really want YumYum. Yeah, if I win the vibe check, then YumYum becomes a rod. So I should have tied the vibe check. Okay, so I should have tried to tie the vibe check. And the reason I want to actually tie the vibe check in this situation is because I have all these cards I want to play for my hand. So the slower the game goes, oh, okay, good. We got YumYum. So now I feel much more confident. And so we have YumYum. Okay, we really need to play a rod this turn. So I think I'm going to do, it kind of hurts, but I think I'm going to do PotStirringPenguin as a rod. Oh, no, I can play PotStirringPenguin because then I can play both of my cards. So as a rod, I think I'll do check the, no, I'm going to be greedy. I'm just going to not play a rod this turn so that I can play both my action cards. I really like the rest of my hand. I think they're only at 9, and I just need to make it a few more turns. So again, okay, so we'll always start with Prepare for a Wild Night first. It doesn't really matter which order I flop my penguins in because I know I'm going to play both of them, but we'll see. All right, so we all right, so let's see what we draw here. Hopefully we'll get something good to use as rods moving forward. All right, so we got 2 additional cards. Okay, so the not your keys can definitely become a rod. So we'll put that over here in our hand. Um and then check the yellow pages. Okay, so hopefully we'll get some more penguins too. So that we can have do we really need to play more penguins? So the penguin that we're playing around is Mysterious Penguin because we don't want to be in a situation on the final turn where we need to have 5 Pudge to play YumYum. Then they play Mysterious, let's say they play 2 Mysterious Penguins. It ends up flopping us out, and then we don't have the Pudge to play YumYum. So I think, hmm, okay. So we got a second penguin that does mind goodbyes. That can also become a rod, just because we don't need 2 of them for sure. All right, so I think we're in a good spot. So now we want to get our rods played out. And yeah, so the goal will be to get lots of rods out. Um hmm. Yeah, so do we want to actually try to win some vibe checks? Well, at least we can try to tie them with Lucky Penguin. All right, so supportive friend is coming. All right, so they're at 11. So time is running out for us to play YumYum. Like we'll probably only have 2 turns left. So I think I'm going to play aggressively onto the board just to play around um, Mysterious Penguin because I don't want to lose the game if they play 2 Mysterious Penguins. So if they play 2, or because they could also play Mysterious Penguin and Penguin Who Zooms. So yeah, and we're only going to have 1 more turn, so we're not going to get the penguin that doesn't mind goodbyes down anyway, but hopefully we'll be able to get at least an inspiring story out. So, all right, so, okay, penguin who's late to the party, we want to save post YumYum. All right, we're going to play 1 penguin that doesn't mind goodbyes because we definitely don't need 2 of those. We're going to play the penguin wizard just so that, okay, so if the inspiring story, or if we're going to play inspiring story next turn, but, yeah, I don't think we can afford to play around 2. Well, we'll draw with check the yellow pages. So, okay, so I think should we play the pot stirring? That's the question. Did we? Yeah, we already played a rod. Um, because if we play the pot stirring, we're just throwing additional fodder. Okay, I think we'll kind of YOLO it a bit, and we'll say if they have 2 mysterious penguins, we'll lose the game. But okay, so we'll see. Let's see what we get with. Okay, and what do we want? Oh, we're gonna lose a vibe check no matter what. So, no, I've changed my mind. We should have played pot stirring, and the reason for that is I feel really, really strong about our position in this game. So we should be thinking about like what will happen for us to lose this game. Well, no, no. Okay, so the good news is actually they're gonna win the vibe check, so they will go first. So we will know how many mysterious penguins they played. Okay, okay, okay. So it's actually not necessary because we'll know how many mysterious penguins they played, and then we can decide if we play out more from our hand or not. And okay, so we're gonna play. All right, so we have the buddy up. I think this was a game where we have our buddy ups on the bottom of our deck, so we should hold this buddy up. And yeah, so the goal is going to be probably to just play inspiring story. I think we're going to have to because yeah, they're at 14. So yeah, so we're going to have to YumYum this turn. And but they're not playing mysterious penguin. So I think 3. Yeah, so we have 8 Pudge anyway. So no problem there. So we're just going to play inspiring story. So I think so what cards do I want post YumYum? So I think we want to keep Not Your Keys in case they play a no, we have Buddy Up. We have Buddy Up to finish the game. So I think we can put Not Your Keys down. So I think we'll play Not Your Keys as a rod, Inspiring Story. We're saving Buddy Up as the finisher. Oh, I guess I could have played Penguin that doesn't mind goodbyes as yeah, because there's really no need for this card. So yeah, so again, we're setting up for a YumYum. We have two what I call like YumYum synergy cards, which are the Lucky Penguin and the Inspiring Story. And so you'll see here, after the YumYum resolves, we're going to be in a much stronger board state than they are. Because the first thing is going to happen, the Inspiring Story stays on the board, but then we're also going to get a penguin back. And we want to make sure that we're going to win the vibe check. So Wizard Penguin is not really a strong card to get back from this. So yeah, so I think we will get let's get pot stirring because oh wait, they had their own. Okay, so they're gonna win the vibe check. Oh, no, because we're gonna use GotEm. Okay, so right, they got their extrovert back, but we have a GotEm, so we're gonna use GotEm to get rid of their extrovert. Because also now I don't want their extrovert to grow. So we'll take care of the extrovert right away. So, Okay, so that was kind of a big oversight on my part, even though it worked out because I was able to, I was able to watch that it happened. Like, or I had the GotEm to react to it. I didn't proactively think about it. So I'll definitely put that in the mistake bucket. I do think when we think about, our games today, I've made a lot of mistakes, and I think that's just very common. So even even if you're a dummy thick player, you're gonna make mistakes all the time. And the best way to improve yourself is just to keep paying attention, keep trying to get better, and always think about what you could have done better. And so, okay, so Penguin Who's Late to the Party. So we definitely want to play that. So we'll play that in its big form. And I do want another rod next because I'll play Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes next turn, which is actually good with Daydreaming because I can draw a card off of that. And that's a pretty good. So I think I'll play the Wizard. No, I'll just wait because we're going to get a rod from winning this vibe check. And okay, so let's talk quickly about the combination of Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes and Daydreaming Penguin because that's one of the most powerful. Not no, it's not the most powerful combination in this deck. That's not accurate. I'll say this is like a niche combo in the deck that can be pretty cool because what happens is you play Daydreaming, you use its ability, and so let's say we take out the supportive friend, and when we do that, we will draw a card because this gets iced because we have Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes on the board, and then we basically end up doing a 2-for-1 or a 1-for-0 because we end up drawing a card. All right, so yeah, we don't want to play Buddy Up here. All right, we need to pay attention. They're at 10, so I think still with Buddy Up we'll be able to close the game. So overall, I'm still feeling pretty good about where we are now. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so I think so can we so if we played this as a rod and went wide, we could win the game with Buddy Up, right? Because we would have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and I don't think there's well, no. I think we'll play it slower. I think we'll just play the Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes. I don't want to rush it because if I did that and they were running a GotEm, then they would, that then there's some ways we could lose the game. Like if I then play Buddy Up, then they play GotEm, and then I have no cards in my hand, and at that point, they then have another supportive friend for their mysterious penguin. And again, I want to play in a way where we're like guaranteed to win. And I think we're far enough ahead that that should be the situation. So I feel, yeah, I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about where we are now. Like that we're so far ahead that we should be able to play like in the I want to take the win rate from 99% to 99.5%. Now, if it was a much closer game, you can't do that. But when you're this far ahead, it's definitely a worthwhile strategy. Okay. So all right, so what can we do now? Okay, so we can play. So now, yeah, okay, so now we can play the second Penguin That Doesn't Mind Goodbyes, Yellow Penguin, and Daydreaming. So this is even a stronger combo. But again, this doesn't happen very frequently where, now if we use a Daydreaming Penguin on the Yellow Penguin Wizard, we would draw 2 cards. But I think at this point, yeah, we're gonna win with Inspiring Story and Penguin Who's Late to the Party. So I don't think we have to do anything. We'll see if they have a spell or an action card, but overall, like if they have a Not Your Keys, then this game, well, even then they would have to flop all their penguins, and we're at 15 points. So I think we should be in a pretty good position no matter what. But all right, let's see what happens. And again, so this is another game. So yeah, with both games we just played, like you can really see the natural progression of the deck, how it works. And it's really all about and so that's the reason why we call it the YumYum deck, is because it's really just all about YumYum. It's all about setting up for YumYum, and then it's about executing YumYum. All right, so they're gonna play Buddy Up, which I think even with Buddy Up, yeah, even if we let them use Buddy Up, I don't think that Buddy Up is good enough to get them out of this situation because they're gonna have these 2 penguins. So if the Lucky Penguin flops the Penguin Who's Late to the Party, I still have an 8 vibe Penguin and they have an 8 vibe Penguin. So I just don't see how this will, then we'll tie the vibe check. But again, right, when you're, um, what's it called? Yeah, when you're at the end of the game, then, um, yeah, so I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, either way, this game is gonna be done. So yeah, so anyway, I think we're gonna get the victory here, but we'll see. Maybe they have something up their sleeve, but I'm not sure. Because now, okay, so now we have what's it called? Yeah, so overall, okay. So I think this is gonna be the end of this game. All right, so let's see what happens here. So yeah, so this is victory, and so that'll be the end of the game. And so it's another successful YumYum game in the books. Thanks everyone for watching through the end. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video and you're not subscribed and you want to get notified or find out when there's more, just do that. And otherwise, yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.